What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today is a very exciting day because we're finally going to be upgrading one of the displays here in the LEGO studio that has been lacking for so long. And that display is the Brickheadz. We're finally going to have a full shelf, top to bottom, of Brickheadz on custom brick-built stands. We've got Brickheadz over here, more Brickheadz up here, some down here, and the rest up here. You can see there's actually 3 custom-built display stands already in place here. But these display stands were built for the narrow cabinets. So we want to redesign these for the wide cabinets and build more of them to try and stretch them from bottom to top. So we're able to start or continue this epic project because we've got a big old box of bricks that LEGO sent us from Pick-a-Brick Online. And of course, we use Pick-a-Brick Online on the LEGO website all the time to get parts for our parts inventory to build our awesome LEGO city. And LEGO gave us the opportunity of ordering these parts on them to build our Brickhead displays. So I'm super excited about it. Look at this. They even provided a nice letter. It said, "Dear Jordan, thank you for showcasing the endless possibilities with LEGO bricks through your creative Pick-a-Brick project. We can't wait to see your creation come to life and are thrilled to be collaborating with you. Warmest regards, the Lego.com Pick-a-Brick team." That's cool, hey? All right, so in here, you got a big old bag full of black brick. Yeah. Now, in order to build this, you need a ton of black brick, and you also need a bunch more black brick in this bag, because hey, look, there's 480 pieces. And same with that one there. So there's a bunch of them. Those are 2x6 bricks. 2x6 bricks. Woo, don't mind me. And then I got a bunch of green in here and also some black plate and a bunch of tile. And there's some Technic bricks. And we'll show you how we go through and build these display stands using these pieces. And you can really scale them to any size, but ours are going to go on those famous IKEA book cabinets, the full wide Billy bookcases. So yeah, got a bunch of bricks here, and we're gonna get building. The shelves that we're dealing with here are just over 95 studs long. So our goal is to build a tiered display that's 95 studs long. However, we're not going to make it one solid unit because this is 95 studs. It would become super heavy and hard to move. So we're going to keep it split into 2 sections per shelf. So our original model actually stays intact. This one here is 45 studs long. So we've just got to replicate this, but build a new one, which is 50 studs long. And then when you put those side by side, it's going to create the 95 stud long tiered display. So the first thing we did was build a 24 stud long Technic brick. So these are 1x16 Technic bricks, also 1x8, and then we just pin them together. And those are lifted 1 brick off the ground. So we've got a 2x4 brick offering support on the back side there. And they extend right into the face of the display. You can see the 2 Technic bricks right there. And we do 1 of those on each side. And that's built right into our wall, which is 8 bricks tall and 50 studs wide. All interlocked, of course. Coming 2 studs off the back wall there, there's a tower of 6 2x4 bricks. And then I put this plate all the way along the front there. So this is 6 wide black plate. There's 6x6s and also 8x6s, and it just goes all the way along. It is sort of like free floating here, but we've reinforced all the seams with tiles, and then there is a way that we can support it on the backside. Now these supports coming off the wall, you could put as many of these as you want technically, but I want to try and build these with as few parts as possible, even though they consume a ton of pieces. So Mrs. Bricksie's prefabbing some stuff over here. She's got the 6 wide plate with the tile border. Then she's got the 50 stud wide black brick. And she puts those together like this. And then I can assemble that onto the unit. But this here doesn't have the supports that are going to run from the back pillars into the front. So you can see this is going to go from the back pillar into here. So that's why she's left 2 layers of brick off this prefabbed piece. So in this display here, we used Technic bricks because this exceeds 16 studs. But over here, we're just going to cheat, and we're going to use 1x16 bricks by bringing this 2 studs forward and then just filling this in with a 2x brick. And that goes right into the next face of the rise. And now we can take Mrs. Bricksie's piece and pop it on just like that. And there you go, 2 layers done. So this is the final piece, that's the top. And it will just slot in like so. Should be able to just push down, and there you go. Now, if these are bowing a little bit, like going a little bit, that's no problem. You just take any brick because you've got this plate lined up with the brick under here on the back side. And you can literally just run a layer of plate under there or run more brick or whatever it may be to try and reinforce it, because building more towers is just unnecessary part usage. So it's easier just to reinforce it that way. And for the most part, Brickheadz don't need it because they're not very heavy. And this is a pretty rock solid display. So that's number 1 done. We should test fit it to make sure it fits. I think that makes sense. All right, here goes nothing, everybody. All our hard work. Oh yeah, it's gonna fit. Pays off, there we go. That's pretty clean. I'm glad that we went edge to edge. We were thinking about leaving a stud for breathing room, but to get it out, all you have to do is just pull it out. And then you can get your finger in there and pull it out. So yeah, that works pretty awesome. Now we built another one of these, which is just 6 wide plate. It's 6x6s and 8x6s. And these sit in front of the displays. We could probably build just one big, long, seamless one. That's probably what we'll do. But that just sits in front. It replicates the other ones. And then you got, how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of Brickheadz. Also, you'll notice there's a little bit of a gap right here, which isn't ideal, but it's actually by design because we pulled these out to the very edge. And then we pulled this out to the edge because some Brickheadz, like Buckbeak, for example, woohoo, there goes Bellatrix, has the longer back end. So ones like that will have to go up top because there's that little bit of a gap there. So that's all by design for the ones with a tail. Oh no! She's got crazy cool hair though. Great Brickhead. So on the shelf here, we already have one of the narrow ones and one of the newer wide ones, and also the original, look how I used to build them, with all the towers of brick. There was no lateral supports and no Technic structure on the bottom, but rather just towers of brick. That's like the OG, it's still standing. And Mrs. Bricksie and I actually managed to build all of them. So on the left side here, we've got 3 of the wider units, and then on the right side we've got 2 of the narrow units, and that is going to fill the entire Billy bookcase, which is awesome. So we used all those pieces that LEGO sent us from the Pick a Brick Online area, and then we also used a ton of our own pieces as well, because that giant box wasn't enough pieces to build all of this, believe it or not. For the black brick, like the facing brick, it covered that, but for all the back support work and also the Technic work, we had to source a bunch from our own part drawers, which is good because now this project is pretty much done until we get too many Brickheadz and we have to build more of them, which I don't know. Of course, we're gonna place all the Brickheadz that we have and build the display, but I'm curious to see how much room these consume. on these new display stands. But yeah, you can see the construction of it. I think I went over it in pretty good detail there, just like the Technic bricks stretching across. Having a hard time talking today, sorry about that. And then the 1x16 stretching across there. These are 1x12s, and then we have 1x6s, or just a 2x6 on the top there, and then your 8 bricks tall of your 2x wide black brick and the 6 wide tiled off plate that sort of caps it. And there they are, placed on the shelf. One thing you could do is actually tack them all together. Well, not all of them, but the ones that sit side by side, you could replace these 1x6 tiles with 2x2 tiles. Then it would completely eliminate that gap and prevent them from separating, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. And that's something that's cool about this design, is you can do whatever you want with it. You can make it shorter. You can make it smaller for minifigures. You could scale it down for anything really, and you could also change the color of it. A lot of people are going to say, why did you do it in black? All your shelves are white. No! It's because I already had a bunch of them built in black, and I didn't want to transition into white, because then I would have to get even more pieces. And also a lot of the pieces in my inventory are no longer white. They're like yellow. So I just feel like black is the better choice. Just the way it displays over long periods of time, I think it lasts better. But maybe not, because there's not really any UV light coming in here, so maybe I should have went with white, but we're for sure not going to change it. Sorry about that. So now Mrs. Bricksie and I are going to group all these brickheads by theme and try and organize them onto our new tiered displays. So who's ready to see our updated brickhead display? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with the end result. It is absolutely incredible. It looks so good. 165 brickheads, that's how many we have. I don't know how many sets it is, because of course a lot of these brickheads are multi-packs, but boom, there you go. Look at those updated displays. And you'll notice that there's a lot of room for expansion, which is good, because LEGO's always coming out with more brickheads. That makes me pretty happy. The old corner billy was full, overflowing. We didn't have enough space, and now we have more than enough space. So we organized them by theme, and at the very top we have Star Wars. We decided to dedicate an entire shelf to Star Wars because, once again, I'm sure they're going to issue more. And up top here we've got Ahsoka, Grogu, the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, the Tusken Raider, Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, Anakin, Jar Jar Binks, Queen Amidala, and Captain Panaka down here, Clone Commander Cody, Darth Vader, and also Obi-Wan, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke, Yoda, another Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, Sith Trooper, Captain Phasma, a whole bunch of other ones. Looking pretty awesome. Star Wars, right at the top. Then we have Disney, an entire shelf dedicated to Disney as well. We've got all the ones from Up in the top left here. Then Toy Story, we've grouped them together by like category and movie. I love that Woody. Look at that print piece. Yes, it is so cool. Also Buzz. We've got Tinkerbell there as well. Oswald and Mickey. Then Stitch, with some room for the new ones that are going to be coming out in the very near future. To the left of Stitch, oh yes, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow, and Salazar. All the villains as well there. Chip and Dale, Wall-E, The Incredibles, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Scrooge as well. Donald and Daisy, Mickey and Minnie, Pluto, and Goofy. Inside Out, then some princesses all together with Beast and also Olaf. Below that we have the pretty exciting shelf with Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and also Marvel. Starting with Harry Potter, we've got Buckbeak and Hagrid, the Dementor, the Patronus Charm, Sirius Black, Harry, Hermione, Bellatrix, Voldemort, all sorts of them there, like Mad Eye, McGonagall, the trio with another Harry, Shacklebolt, and Tonks, And then some of the Quidditch ones. I love the Quidditch ones, the different print pieces for the different houses. Very nice. One from each house. Lord of the Rings is next. Like Gimli and Legolas. The Balrog. Gandalf the Grey. Transitioning into DC. There's not very many DC ones, is there? Well, not very many that we have. There you go. I thought we had more than that, to be honest with you, but I guess not. And then Marvel. Red Hulk, regular Hulk, Natasha Romanoff. You'll see the tail of Rocket Raccoon on top of his head there. Thanos, Groot, Captain America, Iron Spider, a couple different Iron Mans. And then on the very bottom, we have some of the random ones from like some random pop culture ones up here, like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, Tom and Jerry. Then there's the only Jurassic World or Jurassic Park one that we have with Owen and also Blue. Over here, we've got Sonic, some of the seasonal ones, which usually come out around the Christmas tree. So those recently got put away. Frankenstein down there. They should do more monsters. Also Simpsons. There's Homer and Krusty. And then Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, and also Minions along with Avatar. So there are 165 Brickheadz in total. And I think they look pretty snazzy here on our custom built tiered risers on the Billy bookcase. Whew! I am so happy with the end result. That is absolutely fantastic. There we go, everybody. Now that is looking pretty awesome. This shelving room is incredible now. There's not Brickheadz everywhere. They're all on a single unit. But whoa, what is this? This doesn't look too good at all. Yeah, this has got to move. Double stack tables, that's not acceptable. Let's get those out of there. You know, I do have another cabinet that I've been meaning to build and put right here. It's just in the other room in a big cardboard box. Why is it like that? I don't know. I'm going to build that soon. Now that this is all cleaned up, I feel inspired. I feel like I've got to clean up my Avatar shelf as well and fill this in too. And then this place is going to look pretty sweet. It's awesome how you can use Lego from Bricks and Pieces or Pab Online, Pick a Brick Online, to build custom stuff. And I've been ordering so much stuff from Lego as of late, like the 16 by 16 plates, the rock panels, the supporting brick, the vegetation, the tree parts, the Technic to build custom trees, and like I just order so much stuff from Bricks and Pieces, as you know. I'm sure you've seen some insane unboxings on the channel. But as an ambassador, Lego offered a new, or started a new program where you can order bulk pieces. They started it last year, and I ordered pieces to do the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs custom plate that I built. And at the same time, I ordered the pieces to do this. I ordered these pieces in July of 2024, and we got them here now in January. July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So it's been quite a few months. And if you've been watching the channel for quite some time, you know that when I built the shelving room, I always wanted to do this. And I said, oh yeah, I got the pieces on order. I've got the pieces on order. I've got the pieces on order. They're going to be coming. They're going to be coming. And here they are. They arrived, and we got her done. So that's pretty awesome. Don't worry if you order pieces from Tab Online, it's not going to take that long to get. It's just because the program was put on hold during the busy season. And I was very tempted to just like order other black pieces and all that to just get this project done on the side, but then I didn't want this order to arrive and be like, oh no, now I have way too much black brick. What am I going to do with all this? So I refrained from doing that. We've got a couple other support projects in the works right now with Lego as well. And these are projects that I've had going for quite some time, and you'll definitely know about them. The Double Corner Town Hall, we ordered pieces for that as well back in September, so we're waiting for those pieces to arrive so that we can do the Double Corner Town Hall. And also adding details to the train yard and boat yard is one that we have coming through support too. Like we're gonna add the rubberized cable pieces for fencing on the train and boatyard, and also there's a whole bunch of like dark green wedge plates and pieces to build all sorts of different types of vegetation, so we can start adding detail to that. Also the dark gray tile for underneath the ballasting of the switch tracks and everything, so it's going to be pretty cool. I've been waiting for that stuff, and I'm really excited for it to arrive, because then we can get those projects in the Lego City put to bed too. Just like we did with the Brickhead display stand today. I'm getting awfully distracted now. We're not even talking about it. Looks pretty great though. It's so cool that you can use bulk Lego to create unique things that can even enhance or display Lego sets. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And thank you once again for popping on by. Farewell.